This is Tony Gonzalez from Made in Metal, and today we are talking to Vinnie Moore, who is going to have a European tour this next month, or this month.
Starting on October 16th.
October, yes. How are you, Vinnie?
I'm doing well, thank you. Hope you're doing good too.
I'm doing well. It's really nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you again. Also.
Yes. So you are going to visit Spain, Slovakia, Austria, and Italy. Tell me, how can an artist, a musician like you, organize a tour?
Well, you do it through a booking agent, actually, and they, set up the excuse me, set up the dates, and basically on my end, all I do is practice, learn songs, rehearse, and get ready to go out there and do what I do. But yeah, there are always business people, booking agents, taking care of booking the actual gigs.
Yes, and in this case, who will be the musician that comes with you?
It's going to be the guys I've used in Europe for the last maybe 4 or 5 years. From Italy, Emiliano Tessitore on guitar, Francesco Caporaletti on bass, and Roberto Parami on drums.
As long as I listen, all of them are Italian musicians.
Yes, all are Italian, and actually, I'm 3/4 of Italian. My lineage, believe it or not, but you wouldn't know that with the name Moore. But yeah, my mom's full Italian, my dad's half Italian, so by default, I'm Italian.
Well, somebody imagine that you were brother of Gary Moore.
No, who knows? Maybe we're related some way back in the past, but no, no Uncle Gary.
Yes, and according to your answer about the musicians, does it mean that you are going to play only instrumental songs or not?
We're gonna do one or two vocal songs on this one, likely covers. I did last year. We toured over there, and we had an extra guy who sang, and we did a few vocal songs. This time, Emiliano is going to sing, and we're going to do a cover or two.
And you were touring across the USA last March 2024.
Right.
I saw the set list, and the set list here in the European tour will be the same, or there are some changes?
There are some changes on this run. We're going to do some songs we haven't done before, some from years back. So it'll be a little different than the American set, and even a little different than what I did in Europe in the last few years.
Yes, because the last time you were here were 4 years ago.
Right. Yeah. So it's going to be different songs than that for sure.
Yes. So does it mean that maybe you are going to include songs from your last recording, Soul Shifter and Double Exposure?
Is there anything from those albums? On the last tour, we did 2 vocal songs from Double Exposure. We're doing 1 instrumental song from Double Exposure on this run, and I don't think we're doing anything from Soul Shifter this time. Wait a minute. Yeah, we are. So yeah, 1 from that.
Perfect. Because maybe there are some people from the audience that want to hear the most recent recordings that you have done.
Yeah, it's funny that there's also people who want to hear the old stuff. And for a long time, I wasn't doing some of the stuff from the first couple records. And everybody was like, oh, he's not playing any of the older stuff. So I tried to add songs from all the records, to span my career. So, nice selection of songs from over my career.
But I think that the reason is that Mind's Eye, that was your first or second CD, was really,
First.
yes, the first was really impressive. And the people have this in mind for years.
Right.
Yes. And you must take into account that part of the audience sometimes only want to listen the songs that they know really well.
Right. I know.
Yes.
Definitely true.
Yes. But now that we mentioned Mind's Eye, tell me what this recording represents to you after all these years.
Oh man, it was so long ago. The record did really well, like way better than I ever would have dreamed it would have done, back then. It's like, wow, it did launched my career basically. And even now, I still hear from other players that it was a big influence on them, when they were learning to play guitar. And that's just like an honor for me to hear. I was at that point just hoping it would do well. And it did much better than my expectations. And yeah, I look back at it with fond memories.
We need to remember that in Soul Shifter, you explore other ways of expressions in the guitar in songs like Brother Carlos or Gainesville Station. And but this recording that you did and these songs that you wrote, are you thinking of playing alive maybe someday?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to do the two songs that you just mentioned. And yeah, we did do the Brother Carlos one a few years ago when I toured Europe. And that was a lot of fun. Definitely inspired by Carlos, who was a big inspiration to me growing up, Carlos Santana. And yeah, I like to cover different ground musically instead of just staying in one little area, where it gets boring.
The last time we were talking, you didn't know what would happen with UFO, neither do I. But now we know that a UFO is not working anymore, at least at the moment. And
Right.
do you have any idea when you are playing with your band to play some UFO songs?
Uh, we don't have any UFO songs in the set. It would definitely require taking a singer along to do those songs. So for this, we're just concentrating mostly on my stuff, of course, and a cover or two. And yeah.
After talking to you, the first time that we were talking, Phil Mook said that UFO was over and create a new band. How did you receive that news?
Oh, I've known about it for like 4 years when he first started doing it. And I'm really good friends with Tony Newton, who helped produce the record and plays bass. And I've always admired Tony. He's a great songwriter. He played in a band called Voodoo Six, and they opened for UFO on a few of our tours in Europe over the years. And that's how Phil got to know him. And I've always had a lot of respect for Tony. I like his band. And yeah, I was really happy that they were doing something.
They were doing a new band, and from time to time, I listen that new band, and from time to time, I imagine that maybe a part of your solos will match with some of the songs because you know it's Phil Mook.
Right. Yeah. He's been the common thread through UFO, of course. His voice is, the main identity in the band. So yeah, it's always gonna sound like Phil, which is gonna, pull it in that UFO direction stylistically.
Plans for 2025 or later?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take off for a year and go to the beach and relax. No, I've written a bunch of new vocal songs, and we're working on writing vocals, and I'm working with singer, and yeah, it should be some news about that pretty soon. But yeah, the new record is in the works. It probably would be next year.
Now that you are free, available, or only with your project, if another band offers you a position, would you take it?
Absolutely. If it was the right band and something I felt in my heart, I would definitely be interested.
When you listen to the music that you like, you are closer to the classical bands or more modern music?
My taste is a little bit all over the place. I listen to a lot of jazz, in the car. It's one of my favorite stations, the blues station, and I'm constantly changing stations, and whatever song comes on that I like, I'll stick with it, regardless of style of music. My tastes tend to be really open and varied.
I'm going to play on to put on the video the poster with the European tour. but I remember there are at least 4 or 5 dates in Spain.
Right, 4.
Four dates in Spain. So is there something, when you arrive to Spain, is there something that you want to enjoy or taste or drink or eat?
Oh man, you know what I love? The Iberico jamon.
Yes.
That's one of my favorites. I just love it. Last year we played, oh no, not last year, a few years ago with UFO, we played at a festival in Barcelona, and there were like 4 days off before that show. So I had my family come over, my wife and my boys, and we had a nice little vacation on the beach in Barceloneta and went to fabulous restaurants and just totally enjoyed it. I mean, there's not going to be much time to do that sort of thing, this time, but it's going to be espresso and the jamon.
But what do you prefer? Jamón serrano or jamón ibérico?
I don't know. What is your recommendation?
Ah, ibérico.
Right.
Jamón
Okay.
ibérico.
All right. I said Iberico.
Ibérico. Yes, jamón ibérico is extraordinary. Perfect. So I hope you enjoy the European tour, especially the Spanish tour. I will be there in the Madrid show. I hope to be there. And if we have the opportunity, I will try to meet you in person. But if not, no problem. I will enjoy the
No,
music.
absolutely want to meet you for sure.
I will enjoy the music. You will enjoy playing, and all enjoy the show.
Thank you. I look forward to meeting you and look forward to playing there.
Yes. So, Vinny, this was basically the question because I want to release this video as soon as possible.
Okay, great. Sounds really good. I appreciate it and thank you very much.
Yes. Hope to see you here in Spain.
I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.